In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create videos. In particular, we're going to be looking at the video manager and the batch video script. To get into the batch video script, you just need to click on the video manager link and then click on the batch video. When you go into the batch video manager link, what you'll notice is everything inside of the video manager is related to videos and images. To go back over to the main screen, you just need to click on the close button. So I'll show you how to work with a batch video. Batch videos will be used when you want to create multiple videos one after the other, as opposed to creating single videos, which gives you much more control, and we'll look at that in a different video. The batch video script is separated in 5 simple steps. Step 1 is to add your images and audio. You can add your background images, filler images, intro images, and outro images. Your background images are what's going to be used to add the text on top of them. Your filler images are going to be images that are placed after each background image, or based on how many ever background images you want to add a filler images. You can set that here as well. I'll show you examples inside of the user manual of exactly how the filler images work. An intro image and outro image is an intro image is for images that are used for the very first slide. An outro image is for the very last slide. So what you can do is, when you actually want to add your background images, you can add your background images by clicking the button and choosing a folder. Alternatively, you can search for images by entering your keyword here. So for example, World Cup 2014, and I'll click on search. And we're actually searching Flickr here. Now what we can do here is we can actually hover over these, and what you'll notice is they're gonna maximize for us. And what we can do from here is we can multiple select them. Okay, as you can see, this is nothing to do with World Cup though, so maybe it wouldn't be the best location to search on, but you have multiple locations you can search from. If you want to go through the pages, you can click these buttons here, which are arrows that take you from one page to the next page. And if you want to download individual images, you can just click the download button, or you can select multiple images and click on download selected. Once you're done, or you can select all. Once you're done, you'll click on download selected, and that will automatically be added into the background images folder. And now you need to add audio as well. Adding audio is simple. You need to add a folder full of audio. So as you can see, this is my folder here, and it's got different audio tracks in there. Now, because we're working with a batch image video, then you can add multiple audio tracks, and every time the software creates a different video, it will randomly select an audio track from here, which means every video that you're going to output, or every video that the software is going to output, is going to have different videos and different soundtracks on there. And the same is true with background images as well. So you could add a folder full of, say, 30 images and tell the software, well, I only want to use 10 images per video. So then what that would mean is every video that you create will have different images in there, which makes your videos much more unique. And underneath every area, you can actually set the duration of how long these images should show for in the actual video. And when you have a look at the intro and outro clips, and you also have a zoom feature as well, this allows you to, instead of starting with a static image to start up with, it will zoom into it or fade into it, which gives it a much better video quality. At the same time, you can choose a duration for each one as well. When it comes to your audio, then you can choose to loop you can add audio, or if you don't add audio, then your video will be totally empty without any audio file, but it is set as default, and you can loop the audio as well. So if your audio track is shorter than what your video duration is going to be, then it will automatically loop it. If you don't check this, then the end of the video will be blank in regards to the sound. And you can add your audio tracks by just selecting your folder here. And when you do add your tracks or anything like here, guys, let me just give you an example. Okay, audio, then you'll see that's gone over to green. When it's gone over to green, that means that's already been added. And you can also add voiceovers as well. If you want to add voiceovers, then obviously that's going to be your own voice, and you can add voiceovers with music as well, soundtracks. If you want to do that, just click on enable. When you click on enable and you add a voiceover, then you can set the volume as well. What would the best setting on this would be your volume for your soundtrack to be lower and the volume of your voiceover to be much higher. We're not going to be using that here though. Now once we've done that, we're going to go over to step 2, which is adding your articles. Let me just add some images in here first though, so that we can work with it. Okay, we'll go to images and we'll go to dogs. Okay, and on here you can add your text here by yourself if you like, and you can click on preview, and it'll give you a preview of the text here as well. You can get a pop-out preview here as well, which is a slightly larger size. We do scale it down for the software though. And you can actually have settings here as well, so you can have a font size which is much larger. Click on preview and obviously you'll see a much larger font size. You can't see it doesn't reflect the actual way that the software is going to be showing it in the video. Far from it, guys. So don't rely on the preview too much, especially when you're going much larger font sizes. Okay, from here what you can do as well is you can actually change the font, whatever font you want. Just click on this here. Okay, and you can have text animation as well. Text animation means that the text is actually going to be moving around, which gives it a much better feeling. You can auto size the font as well, which is a good idea, especially if you've got lots of text in there. You can choose the background color as well, so the background color of that. So let's say, for example, we wanted it pink, and we can have the font color say black, and you can just see the difference here. As you can see, pink in the background and black font color now, and you can change all that over here as well. Alternatively, you can get articles from Article Builder. Again, you can choose from here. Sorry, not articles, it gets quotes from here as well. And what you do is you'll enter one note per line, and the software will use each one that you have on each line for each slide. You can have empty lines as well. You can load articles. So let's say, for example, you had PLR articles, you can load them articles in here as well, and the software will place them in here, and then you can work around with them as well. Step 3 is for watermarking. So if I preview here, we've got nothing on here at the moment. It's not going to show us the text on step 3. So what we can do is we can actually add a URL if we wanted to. So Szoci7.com. Click on settings. I can have a background color. Let's say the background color is going to be black. Keep the size about 35. I think that's a bit big. Click on preview, and as you can see, we've got Szoci7.com. Oops, I should be saying Szoci7vids. Szoci7 is actually another tool of ours. Okay, Szoci7vids.com, and you can actually add watermarks as well. So let me just give you an example. You wouldn't really add text, really, unless you wanted something in the middle. What you can do, the best thing to do is actually load watermark images, which is much better, provides you transparency as well. Okay, so for this one, let's put this one in the middle, in the center, and you'll see what I mean. Okay, there you go. You can see the hello there. That's actually a watermark, and you have different positions that you can enter these. So top left, for example, we've got it there now. But what you'd normally do is you'd add a watermark image, and it's much better. And obviously, you can work with the transparency here as well. Just this here. Okay, brilliant stuff. So this is exactly how you work with this. And you can actually choose a font color as well if you want darker or lighter ones as well, which you can't see at the moment because of the because we're saying we want a dark one. If we go for a light one though, then the light one doesn't. Okay, for some reason it's not showing that watermark now. Not 100% sure. Oh, that's because we've got that checked there. Okay, if I preview now, now it's going to work, because you can't have both of them checked. You'll have one or the other, and obviously it picked up on no image in there. Okay, so that's the watermark there. Step 4 is video configuration. You can choose your sizes from pre-selected sizes here, or you can choose a custom size, whatever size you want. You can also choose the video format. So if you want it to be outputted as MP4, MPG, or MOV, MP4 is always the best one. You can choose the video quality as well. Normally it's okay keeping it on here, but later after the video is rendered, if you find that it is of low quality, then you can always adjust the quality here as well. With transitions, you can actually choose for multiple transitions. Again, depending on what version you have or what license you have will depend on how many transitions you can choose from. You can have the one transition for the whole video, or you can choose from multiple transitions, so you can check lots of transitions. And what the software will do, it will create the video for you, and each transition will be different and random based on what you've chosen here. And you can have background effects as well. So where your background image is here, instead of them showing up as static, you can have effects on them, such as you can zoom into them, zoom out of them, and blur and fade into them as well. My favorite ones are all of them, and I prefer to have the speed on the fastest speed. That gives it some fast motion, and I also prefer to have my my text animated as well, because that gives it some nice animation on there as well. And yeah, it works, and it works really cool. You don't need to worry about web optimized here, guys, especially if you've got this on MP4 anyway. You can do a quick spin. A quick spin, what this would be is, let's say for example you've added a folder of say 20 images, but you've told the software to use 10 images only. So the software will use them, and let's say on here you've told the software to create say 5 videos. What the software will do, it'll use them same 10 images that it's using for each video, and it'll use it'll create a video for using them exact same 10 images. But what it will do, it will randomize the order of the transitions and randomize the order of what image shows first and what not. You can also work with intro clips and outro clips. If you want to work with intro clips and outro clips, you enable this here, and then you click on intro clip, and you can add obviously it'll be a video that you'll be adding in here, so you need to have a video. And outro clips is exactly the same, and because intro clips and outro clips also come with their own audio, so if you want to use their own audio for the intro clip, then you just check these check boxes here. It is a good idea, I certainly do that. Let me just show you one of my own intro clips and you'll get a better idea. Intro. Okay, so here's one of my intro clips. I'm not sure if you can actually hear the sound on that, but the sound is also, yeah, the sound is coming with the intro clip. So when I do actually create my video, I can check these here and have the software use the sound from there, as well as have my own audio track in here. So the intro clip would use its own sound and the video will use its own sound as well. Okay, and then it's save and process. Here it'll tell you if you've had it, it'll give you a little summary here, and obviously as you can see here it says number of videos to produce is 5. Now it also gives you a duration of each video as well. This is an estimated duration. Every single video that the software is going to produce, so all 5 of these videos that the software is going to produce, are going to be a little bit different on time, and we've actually coded the software like this because we don't want the same duration for each one. So you might find some videos that are 40 seconds long, some videos that are going to be 37 seconds long, some videos that are going to be 45 seconds long, and this is exactly how this was designed to work, so that when we do go and upload multiple videos to these YouTube sites or whatnot, then it doesn't trace it back to having just the same duration all the time or anything like that. And these videos work really cool. So you choose the save location. You can work with threads as well, guys. Now really depending on how fast your computer is going to depend on how long it's going to take to produce the videos. But once you're done, you click on process. It normally takes about a minute to produce each video. Sometimes it can take longer, again really depending on the kind of transitions that you're working with and the kind of and if you're working with text movement as well. Now one thing, if you are looking for straight videos, no transitions, and you're looking for fast production, then in the video configuration you can actually uncheck all of these transitions and click on none. What this will do is create a video and have no transitions, and obviously if you want it even faster, don't add any text on here either, and it makes it real fast. The software can make really fast videos as well, but it can also take a little extra time to create better videos by working with transitions, working with zoom effects, and working with text animation as well. Now these threads here, guys, are based on threads that the software works with when building the transitions, depending on how powerful your computer is. Again, it's depending on how much you can take this up. I mean, I can take mine up to 8, which is totally fine. Even 10 I can take it up to, which is totally fine. And I tend to work with about 8 threads, and if you see that your CPU usage is very high while processing the videos, then don't worry, guys. That's because your computer's got the ability to provide that power to the software to use that, and that's why the software is going to be using it. Whatever power your computer can't provide, it's not going to be using it. So you will see that this does use a lot of CPU usage when it's actually processing the videos, but that's totally normal. Okay, so in our next video we can have a look at the video timeline, and we can have a look at the other features that you can also do with this as well.